Hey besties, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here today. I'm going to share my top 10 favorite romance books because February is around the corner. And you guys, before I get started, I'm always wearing this sweater, but it is my Magnolia Parks sweatshirt. I just had to because it's pink for Valentine's Day, and also the fact that Magnolia Parks 3 comes out in a few weeks. But let's just go ahead and get started with this video. So I have all of these books to go through with you all, and just a little background about me. I fully started reading and started this booktube journey the beginning of 2023, so it has almost been a year, and I'm so grateful for where I am now into my reading journey. I've read amazing books and I'm just so happy to found this community. I appreciate every one of you. So I have read a decent amount of romance books just because that's how I started my reading journey. It was really hard to narrow down to 10, but these are like my top 10. If you're here to find some romance book recs, I'm so excited because all of these books I can ramble on about all day. So I'm going to start off with number 10. It is called The Spanish Love Deception by Elena Armas. This one is a workplace romance, also a slow burn. This was like my first book boyfriend, Aaron Blackford. I cannot forget him. I love the fake dating trope and just the workplace romance, so this was right up my alley. I would highly recommend, and I feel like I need to read this again, but this would also be a great like summer vacation book to pick up. At number 9, I have Say You Swear by Megan Brandy. This one is a sports romance, and I just love sports romance, but this one is a college football. There's like a love triangle in here as well, but this one was just so touching. I remembered when I read this book, I was sobbing. It's just been so memorable to me. I remember I gave this like 4.5. I do also want to reread this book and see my thoughts now. It was basically about this girl. She has been in love with her brother's like best friend, and then she went to college and a lot of things happened. I don't want to say too much because this one is a really good book to go in blindly. Then number 8, I have Book Lovers by Emily Henry, and this is my favorite book by her. It really exceeded my expectations and I fell in love with the characters, their relationship, and it was just so cute. This book also has some depth to it, so it was just kind of like a small town romance, but I don't know how to explain her writing. This one made me like small town romances more. I didn't really tell you guys much about this one, but it's about Nora going to this small town because she needs to kind of like see what it's all about for her clients, and she is a literary agent. So she goes back with her sister and she bumps into this editor that she doesn't really get along with in the city. She keeps bumping into him, so it's kind of like their little meet cute story, and it was just adorable. So yeah. Number 7, I have Better Than the Movies by Lynn Painter, and this one is a YA romance. If you guys don't like spice, this one doesn't have any, so it was just so adorable. I love this one because it's about a boy next door, and basically she doesn't get along with him, but she needs his help to kind of like get her crush to go to prom with her. Eventually he starts helping her, but then they started falling for each other, and it was just so adorable, and I love this book. It was very easy to read. Also, there are like little hearts back here, so I feel like that would be perfect for Valentine's Day. Next up at number 6, I have Twisted Games by Anna Huang, and this is the second book in the Twisted series. I wanted to mention this one because this is the book that I am absolutely in love with. I cannot stop thinking about out of all of the books by her. This one is about a princess and she's basically becoming a queen, I think. It is a bodyguard romance. This one is super spicy. If you guys don't like spice, you might not like this one. I think he makes her crawl for him. So, but it was really good. It wasn't twisted or semi-dark like her other books in the series. That's why I liked this one, because I am a little scared of anything that is a little dark. So this one was just perfect for me, and I know that people also really like the third book, I think, which is Twisted Hate, and that one is kind of like a best friend's brother, but I liked this one more because I like the bodyguard trope. But I would still recommend the entire series because they're all pretty good. At number 5, I'm going to talk about a book by Sarah Adams. This is Practice Makes Perfect. I wanted to mention this one, but I had to kind of like talk about When in Rome as well, just because When in Rome is the first book in this standalone series, but I feel like you guys would need to read both of them. But also a lot of people like this book. I thought this one was very average for me. I don't know, for some reason didn't love this one as much as I enjoyed this one. This one was really good. I thought this was like the perfect romance book. It's sweet and I love the message in here as well. Basically, this is the love story of the bodyguard. He's the bodyguard for Amelia in the first book, and this one is Annie, which is Will's sister, or is that his name? Noah's sister in the first book. It is a small town romance, and I just thought it was really cute because they go on fake dates and he helped her kind of like find her own personality. So I really enjoyed it and it was just adorable. So this one also made me fall for the like small town romance trope. But I know that some of you enjoy this one more, so you know, try both of them out and see which one you prefer. Now we're talking about my top 5 romances, and you guys, these are literally my ride or die books because I love them so much. Honestly, I'm just going down, but all of them are equal in my heart. So The Bodyguard by Catherine Center. This one is another small town romance, and honestly I think I'm a little biased because the setting is in Texas and I live in Texas, so I just am a little biased. But you would usually see the male character being the bodyguard, but this is actually the female being the bodyguard. He is famous, so this one has the one of them is famous trope. She has to pretend to be his girlfriend, so fake dating again. I feel like you guys can see a common theme that I really enjoyed the same tropes, but I thought this one was so cute, and I just don't know how to explain it, but literally this one was like a perfect summer romance book. I keep saying that about all of these romance books, but this one is literally a must read because it was just so fun and I thought it was funny. I love the banter between the two characters. I didn't find this to be overly cheesy, but that's just my opinion. So I don't know, but I really enjoyed it and it was just so cute. I really want to read more books by her, but this one I fell in love with. And then at number 3, I have to talk about Ms. Liz Tomford. This is The Right Move, part of the Windy City series. You guys, I also have to mention Mile High because Mile High is the first book in the series and she has 3 books now, but these two are like, I love all of the books by her to be honest, but these two are like my Roman Empire. They're sports romances, but this one is like a hockey romance. This one is a basketball, and I'm more of a basketball girly, so this one takes the number 1 spot. I just think that Ryan Shea, he is the perfect book boyfriend, and I feel like a lot of people also enjoyed this one more, so you know, it's definitely worth the hype. This one is also about best friend's brother. There's also like depth to this book. I usually like romance books with a heavier topic but not like too much. This one was good as well because this is basically a flight attendant and she's working for his team, so she's always flying with him. They're both pretty spicy though, so just know that going into these books, but they're amazing and I just cannot wait for her 4th one already. I think if you guys have been on my channel since the beginning, you would know that series, I think I mentioned like first, and I've talked about it for like an entire year now, so that's how you know I literally cannot stop thinking about those books. But at number 2, I'm going to talk about the Magnolia Parks series by Jessa Hastings. As a whole, every single book that I've read up until this point, I've read like 3 books and I'm currently reading the 4th, and then the new one is coming out next month. I'm just so invested, and you basically go through a lot reading each book, and I just think that the writing is so beautiful. You kind of like have to get into this one, and then I promise the rest of the books will be better, because I think that this book is my least favorite just because I didn't know what to expect, and now thinking about it, I can't stop thinking about it. So this is about Magnolia and BJ. I feel like everyone knows about these books now, but the second book is Daisy Hates. So basically in this entire Magnolia Parks universe, you have books about Magnolia and BJ. This is like their kind of like love story, their toxic, flawed issues and stuff like that. And then you get Daisy's perspective with Christian and Julian, and those books are mainly about Daisy and, you know, the other relationships. So you either love Magnolia more or Daisy, and I'm currently a Daisy girl, but I need to read Daisy Hates too. That's the one that I'm reading in order for me to kind of like see and pick a side. But honestly, I love all of these books. They have such an impact on you, and you go through a lot in each of these books. So yeah, I just cannot stop rambling about them, but please give this series a chance, and I hope you guys love the series as much as I do, because obviously I'm wearing bookish merch, so that's how you know I really love a book. So yeah, I don't know if you guys are surprised, but if you guys have been watching my recent reading vlogs and stuff like that, you would know my current fave. The number one spot would have to be The 7-Year Slip by Ashley Poston, and I'm going to let you guys know now that I'm going to reread this book in February and annotate it. I literally don't know why. I think it's because the entire story was just so beautiful and it was unique. Something just hooked and connected me to this book. I would sell a kidney for this book. Honestly, it was just so good and beautiful. This book is about Clementine, and her aunt left her this apartment. It's actually like a magical apartment. When she stepped inside, she met this random stranger. He happens to be 7 years in the past. So it was just very interesting to see how their world would kind of like align. I love the magical realism, and I just also love that I went into this book blind, didn't know what to expect. It was just so good. So please, if you have to pick a book from this entire stack, please read this one. Like, this is the book that I want to give to all of my friends, and I'm telling you as a friend, please pick this book up, give it a chance, and if you actually don't enjoy it, let me know down below. I just love it so much, and I just want to share this love with you guys as well. So I think I'm done talking about this book, because you guys know that I've been talking about this book in other videos as well. So yeah, those were all of the books that I have to share. I am so happy to be able to share books that I love with all of you, and I hope you guys found some books to check out. And let me know if you have some amazing romance books that you think I should read. I would love to hear your comments and your thoughts on any of these books. And yeah, again, these are just my opinions, so I hope you guys love them as much as I do. But I cannot wait to read more romances and hopefully have more to share in the future. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate all of you, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!